Hello and welcome to Monday's onboarding. The first thing that we're going to do today is we're going to do a quick introduction of some of our administration. The very first person that's going to introduce herself is Miss Jessica Washington.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unitech Training Academy. My name is Jessica Washington, and I am your Director of Education. I am thrilled to have each and every one of you joining today on this exciting journey. As a Director of Education, my role is to support and guide you through your time here, ensuring that you have the resources and support you need to be successful. I will be overseeing your academic success plan and working very closely with Ms. Marcia to ensure that you receive the best possible education and training. I do believe that communication is the key to success, and we are always available to answer any questions or concerns you may have, whether you need assistance with an assignment or you just need some encouragement. We are here to help. I encourage you to take advantage of the opportunities and resources available to you and to embrace the challenges that may lie ahead. So let's get started and make the most of this incredible opportunity. And again, welcome to Unitech.
Thank you, Miss Jessica. Next, we're going to go to Miss Franny.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unitech. I am Miss Franny, your online registrar, and I'm here to help keep up with your curriculum and make sure you're staying on track. I build your diploma plan, as well as if you would need any type of verification to show that you're in school, you can reach out to me. Miss Marcia has my email to give to y'all if y'all would need as well. The one thing I love about my job is that I seal those awesome diplomas. So I look forward to seeing y'all within the next year and on stage at graduation. So congratulations on this new journey.
Thank you, Miss Franny. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to two ladies, and I'll let them fight over who's going to want to talk or not. But they are going to be like your besties. They are career services. There's the ones that are going to help you find a job. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have to help yourself too. But Miss Tafaria and Miss Demetria, the dream team of career services.
Who's going first? We both are going to talk to you ladies, but Jada and Miss Sydney, you two ladies actually fall under my group, so I just wanted to say hi to you guys directly. You're going to be hearing from me a lot throughout your journey here at Unitech. Like they said, we come in, we're kind of like your best friends. We're your cheerleaders. We're the ones that you talk to most frequently when you get towards the end of your program. We're going to be helping you guys with your job search, getting you prepared with your mock interviews, resumes, things of that sort. But we are the ones who ultimately get to see you carry everything out that you've learned here with us to the end. So I just wanted to say hi to you ladies. You're going to be hearing from me a lot more. Mr. Farah is going to have you on the front end, and then I'm going to come in and we're going to work some magic, and then we're going to be like this, I promise. So when I'm texting y'all, I'm calling, I promise is not to get in your business. It's not to be annoying or anything. My sole job is to work for you guys and help you just start your career here with us, okay? So I just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to do so. I'm so happy that you guys are here, and welcome to Unitech.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I am Tafera. And as Ms. Demetria did mention, yes, I am going to be calling you guys on tomorrow. That way you will see some paperwork that we're going to send over to you. And we are required for it to be due by Thursday, so we can go ahead and enjoy our Fridays, okay? Hello to the weekends, okay? So I'm just going to introduce myself again tomorrow. You're going to get a phone call, just give you a little overview as well, and an individual welcome to you ladies. We are here to help you with those resumes, those soft skills, mock interviews. So definitely we're not going to be strangers at all. You're going to see an email. If you're definitely going to fall under me, you're going to get like some extra information, just different ways to communicate with me because I'm huge on communication. So chat, 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 and it goes both ways. So we have to call each other. Keywords, each other, okay? So definitely utilize us because we are here to support you and help and guide you. So welcome.
And last but not least, Miss Heather.
Good morning, ladies. I'm so happy to see all of your beautiful faces. And I told you in this interview that we had in the very beginning that you are in good hands. And see what I mean? They've repeated everything I've told you from the get-go, and it'll be this way 100% throughout your 9 months. And I think you're all going to do great things with Unitech, and I can't wait to see you at graduation. So good luck and welcome.
Thank you, Miss Heather. Administration, thank you so much for introducing yourself and spending time with you. Now get so I can spend time with my ladies.
Bye, ladies.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye. Welcome to Unitech. Excited
Bye.
for all of you.
Okay, now my ladies, you stay because we have more to talk about. Oh, now it's just us. So I am going to show you a simple little slideshow, but I want to talk to you first. I am very easy to get along with. This bubbly personality, this is who I am 99.9% of the time. Just who I'm 52. I don't see myself changing ever. It's just my nature to be kind and bubbly. So I do want to tell you communication. If you're down, if you're out, if your kids are sick, if your job is stinking, if your husband has ticked you off and you need a day off, whatever it is, you don't have to tell me all your business, right? But if you get with me and you tell me, I can have your back. You know what I mean? I can make sure that your assignments are left open. If y'all hear a strange noise, my cat hears me talking and she wants in to talk to you too, but she's not invited. And she'll come sit right here. I have a student right now that their house was broken into, computer and the phone was stolen. So I kept over and over again calling, texting, emailing, not just because he's missing an assignment, because as the instructor, I take this seriously. You're not a number to me. You're not just a name. You're my student. You're part of my family right now, the Unitech family. And that's really kind of how we operate. We care about what's going on with everybody. He was finally able to get with me this weekend, and I just fussed at him. I was like, where have you been? I have been so worried. I've been ready to drive to where you live. What's going on? He was like, Miss Marcia, my phone and my computer was stolen. I just got a new phone. And so I was so glad he was okay. He wasn't home, but you understand what I mean? So I'm able to, we're almost finished with the module that we're in, and he's been gone for like 10 days. And I was able to say, okay, well, get your computer tomorrow. He's buying a computer today, and we will figure out what we need to do to get you caught up, right? So he's communicated with me. Now I can do everything that I can to help him, but I can't do it if you don't communicate with me. Don't wait until you're ready to bash your computer in with a hammer before you reach out and say, Miss Marcia, I need help. That's okay. That's what I'm here for. I do want to tell you, we're busy, right? We're busy. Guess what? I have 2 jobs. This is not my only job. And I'm the program chair for NBC. So I am a supervisor for NBC. And I hold a billing job for a national billing company that only bills for mental illness. So I do this all day long. Over here, then I'm back over here. So busy, I understand. Busy, I do want. So I want you to understand that I know about real life stuff. I understand real life stuff. So, any questions where that's concerned?
No, ma'am.
All right, now I get to show you guys
think
how,
so.
huh?
Oh, I said I don't think so.
All right, if y'all see me bending down, I turn my heater on and off all day long because I have menopause and I can't get my temperature right. Either I'm hot or cold, there's no in between. So there you go. Gives me rosy cheeks though. All right, so let me share my screen. Can you guys see my cute little slides?
Yeah.
Okay, so of course, my name is Miss Marcia. This is my phone number, 318-229-7432. I think I pretty much, when I called you, I said, save my number, and you're gonna get a recording of this also, so you'll get to hear it all again. This is my email address. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I answer texts and emails probably a lot quicker than I can a phone call, because if I'm in a meeting or what have you. So text me first if you need an answer right then, okay? Let's talk about my office hours. Do y'all think 11 p.m. in the evening is my office hours?
No.
What about 3 o'clock on a Saturday? Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Now, does that mean that Sydney is doing her homework at 6 o'clock and she found a mistake on an assignment and she can't figure it out? Sydney, if you text me, I have my phone, I'll say, oh my goodness, let me run go check because I am fallible. I do make mistakes. And I can run check. So I'm not like shut the door at 5 o'clock and y'all are never gonna, no, I don't believe, because you guys work during the day sometimes, or you may be doing something in the afternoon. But if you email me or text me after 5 o'clock and I don't answer you right away, please do not get upset. I get 24 hours to answer you back because I may be out with my family. Or I may have had a rough night the night before, menopause, I don't sleep well, and I may have gotten off at 5 and fell straight to sleep. So I just want you guys to understand, I am like really crazy about reaching out and answering back. If I hear my phone go off, I can't ignore that. Sometimes if you text me late at night and I'm asleep and I get up to go to the restroom, I usually always grab my phone and you might be getting a response back at 1:30 a.m. But that's only the in between, and then I go back to bed. So I just want you to know, I want you to be graceful. If it's a holiday, you know, I probably won't answer back because I'm probably turning everything off because with, 2 jobs and, 5 kids and they're all grown. My baby's 17, fixing to be 18, but still, I'm spending time with my grandson and I'll show y'all a picture once we're done because I think he's the cutest. Anyway. So I've got 3 important topics to talk to you about. Now, there's a lot of important topics, but these are 3 that we're going to hit right now. So attendance. What is attendance? Well, it's if you're present at school every day, right? So if we were in class, it would be that you walked into the classroom, you sat down, you were there, you participated in class, and then when it was time to go, you left, right? That means you were present. What does it mean for online? It means that you have to do something every single day so that I know that you're present in class. I am going to show you that when we do a Moodle, we're going to do a Moodle tour, and I'm going to show you what that is. Every day, Monday through Friday, you will have what I call a daily assignment. Now, it is not a full assignment. It's something that you can do 5 to 15 minutes in that time range where you can hop on really quick, do that assignment, and then I can give you attendance for that day. Does that make sense? Sometimes we don't have time to sit and read a whole chapter on a Monday afternoon after we get off work, right? We don't have time for that. So I make sure you have small little daily assignments so you get your attendance. So if you're absent for 7 days, you're going to get a 7-day letter is what we call it. I'm going to be texting you and calling you way before then, but that's what you're going to get from Unitech. For me, I'm going to be saying, hey, is all okay? What's up? Usually I'll wait 1 or 2 days because, that's pretty kind of average or normal. But, if I'm going to be texting you on your 14th day, I've already texted, called, sent email, called your mama, your daddy, whatever your emergency number is, sent by carrier pigeon. I'm looking for you. So you're going to be dropped after 11:55 on your 14th day. And there's nothing I can do for that. Mm-hmm. Something happens and you've been absent for 12 days. The module is ending. You've only done a chunk of things and there's no way to get caught up. What happens? Well, if you fail that module, it's okay. We're just going to move to the next module and you just retake that module at the end. So if something happens, some emergency truly gets you down and you mess up in one module, doesn't mean it's over, right? Just means it's going to push your grad date back a little bit. So if something happens, don't give up. Just don't give up. So the requirements to be successful in class is just what we were just talking about: communication and do your daily assignments. You're still going to have other assignments, but I'm going to show you those. I would rather show you those on Moodle so you get a pretty good view of what you're going to be looking at, okay? So Moodle and Elsevier logins are sent by email. Have any of you gotten, I know some of you gotten your Moodle information because some of you have already been in there, Jada.
Yeah.
I just happened to run a report this morning to see your name on there. I was like, oh.
I get carried away. I get curious. I'm like,
No, that's perfectly fine. All right, something that I need you to know. You're going to have textbooks. These textbooks are on Evolve and Elsevier. You're going to get a email as soon as I say you're active, which as soon as we hang up or get done on Zoom, I'm going to email Miss Franny and say these students are active. And as soon as she can, she's going to send you out an email. And there's a code on that email. And then I'm going to run through when I show you where your books are and how to do that. I will show you how to do that, okay? But you're going to receive 3 manuals about that big. First of all, don't freak out. If you can look something up in an encyclopedia or a dictionary, you're going to be able to use the manuals. They are coming by mail. It's an ICD-10, a CPT, and a HCPCS manual. And you'll learn what all of that's for when you get those. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's not. If we start doing something where you need those manuals before you get them, I will make some concessions on the assignments, but I think we're going to be okay. Okay, so let's talk about expectations for your first week, okay? So today, onboarding, right? We're doing onboarding. New student assignment. I'll show you that in the next slide. For those of you who have made it to Zoom, please still do the assignment, but I am marking you active already because you came to Zoom. Those that were unable to come to Zoom, they have to turn in this assignment or I can't start them. They won't be active. Day 2. So what do you have to do tomorrow? You need to complete orientation. This is a series of videos and a quiz. You are not finished until you take this quiz. So tomorrow, what do you need to do? Tomorrow, you need to email me completed orientation. How many of you completed orientation already? Nobody? Okay, well, that's okay because I give you Tuesday. I do a very soft start. Like I'm not putting you from the fire to the frying pan here. So it's going to be a soft start. So tomorrow, I want you to complete orientation. So day 3, we're going to talk about what chapter, what book, and what is due when. We're going to talk about that when we head into Moodle. You guys see this day 1 assignment? You see the green and white 8 questions? It's such a hard assignment. Let me read you number 1. Do you have a working computer? Number 2, how long has it been since you turned your computer on? Number 3, do you have Wi-Fi? So these are not hard questions, right? So today and tomorrow are going to be easy days for you, okay? I'm easing you into it. So you're going to return this in. And you're probably wondering, well, Miss Marcia, why are you asking if I have a computer? Because a lot of people try to start. Now, I have a student who's going to actually get a computer Tuesday. That's okay. That's all right. We have to have a plan to get a computer, right? Mm-hmm. I have students who have a computer, but they haven't turned it on in 2 years and it doesn't work anymore. So that's why I go through these questions, and not because I don't want them to start, but I want them to have a plan. How are we going to get this computer, right? So we just have to have a plan. When is this assignment due? By 11:55 tonight, 11:55 p.m. What day and time is your Zoom class? I know I haven't discussed that, but I'm going to do that when we tour Moodle, okay? So day 2, again, orientation. After you complete your quiz, email me when you have completed it. Just say, Miss Marcia, I finished orientation. Let me just give y'all a little heads up. If you don't finish it now, Miss Franny will hunt you down and you will finish it later. We have to have that for compliance. So that's very important. All right, so now let's take our tour. We're going to tour Moodle first, and then we're going to tour Evolve, okay? All right, so this is what your dashboard on Moodle looks like. So let me see what. I'm going to go ahead and just click this one, and then I'm going to show you guys around the one that I'm going to be expecting assignments in for you. You guys are starting at the end of a module, so of course I'm not going to make you get into something where you have to have a final exam or anything like that. That is unfair. What will happen is where you start today, we do a Ferris wheel module. So before you stop, before you grad out, before you complete the class, you're going to hit right here again, and you're going to get that information. So don't worry that you're missing something important in these few days that we're taking it easy. You're not. All right. So when you open up Moodle, this is what it's going to look like. Every single one, once it's opened, is going to have my picture, my office hours, my email address. It's going to have a picture of the book that you're going to be using, okay? It's going to have just a brief description and the date we start and the date we finish. Now, this module is going to be done on 3/7, which is Thursday. That's why I'm not starting you guys in this module, but I am going to give you some things to do just so that you can get ready for the new module that's coming up. All right, so that is what your little flyer, your welcome, that's what I call it, your welcome flyer. So let's look at, you have all of these tiles. So we're going to do a quick tour of those tiles. Weekly announcements. Oh, what's this? It's an attention. This module will end 3/7. Your new module begins 3/8. Under my courses, your new module is billing and coding procedure. When you get into your new module, you can see the book that we are in on my welcome flyer. It has my picture. So yes, I've just said that, but I like to remind students that that's what we're going to be doing. It got frozen. All right, so next, this is very, very important. Zoom lectures, when are they? Every Tuesday at 4 o'clock, we do an NCCT review. What is NCCT? That is your certification. We start reviewing your test with you and we go in circle. So if you start, for example, you guys, I don't want you to go to the one tomorrow because they're finishing up a packet. But next Tuesday, Miss Danielle is going to be hosting, she's going to be starting claims. And she's going to be teaching you about claims, and it's going to be an example of what's on the test. If you can't make it, every single Zoom will be recorded and you can go back and listen to it. So this is one of the Zooms. You can go back and listen to it. And you can see what they are. For example, NCCT insurance. This was our lecture Zoom. NCCT Zoom. This was our lecture Zoom. And this was another lecture Zoom. Miss Brandy was sick last week, so she didn't do her Tuesday Zoom. But this was last Thursday's Zoom. You're like, okay, Miss Marsha, how do I find the link? Right here. See right there, you just, let's click out. Let's go back to Zoom lectures. See right there, you just click on that little link, and every single time it's going to bring you to your class. Why am I so excited about this? Because I just learned that we could do this, because before we finally got one Zoom link for all instructors, because you're not just going to be a part of my class, which are my students, but you will meet Miss Brandy and you will meet Miss Danielle. We work hand in hand together so that you get all the different teaching styles. You're going to love them. They're going to love you. It's just a great place to be. So Zooms, Tuesday, 4 o'clock, Thursday, 4 o'clock. Link found under Zoom in your Moodle. All right, let's go to these daily assignments. What do we do with daily assignments? What do I get out of daily assignments? Your attendance, right? Let me show you just, I'm hoping it'll give me. Okay, so this was day 1, and it's just an example. What is HIPAA? Google, what is HIPAA? Copy paste, that's HIPAA. Put it in, right? Not hard, quick and easy. You do it, you get your attendance, right? And I want attendance. I like it every day because I need to know you're engaged. If you can't do it every day, if there's something that you and I need to work out about being on every day, let me know. Say, Miss Marsha, I can only get on every 3 days. That way I know that you're going to be doing 3 days worth of assignments because it's there for you to do, but I'm only going to open the one that's due that day. So if you do them ahead of time, you know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be able to see that. Okay, so let's look at labs. Let's talk about labs. When are labs opened and when are labs due? Labs are open on Sunday evening at 11:55, and they do not close until 11:55 the next Sunday. You have a full 7 days to do labs and exams. Daily assignments are due daily. It's in the name. So labs and exams from Sunday to Sunday. So let's take a look at an example of a lab. Day 1. Read chapter 3, pages 72 to 85. Assignment, describe the Americans with Disabilities Act. And they had a Zoom at 4 o'clock. Not horribly bad, right? But if you can't do school every day, just know that you're going to have to read your chapters. There's a lot of reading in this program. But in order to read medical records to code and bill, you have to have staying power. You have to be able to concentrate. All right, so that's a lab. Now I want to get into what you guys are going to be doing. I don't want you to even mess with the module that we're in right now. I think yes, this is where you're going to be. Module 152. We're going to start this on Thursday, and you're going to be starting fresh at day 1. So the first thing that you see, and you notice I don't even have my flyer up yet because it's not made, because it's not quite time, but I'm still going to show you what's in here. So announcements, module 152 materials. This is your textbook. This is your workbook. Chapter review at the end of each chapter. And you're going to be using your ICD-10 manual, which you don't have yet. But you won't need it for just a little while. So it's at some point. Please pay attention to if your assignment says chapter review or workbook. Y'all, you don't know how many questions I get. Is it the review or is it the workbook? Well, read it. What does it say? Review. And it's only because there are subtitles underneath in the workbook and in the chapters, and it may say theory, practical, glossary. And in the workbook, it'll have theory, practical, but I always indicate review, workbook. So pay close attention. That's one of the things that seems to confuse, and that's because we're in a hurry, right? We're trying to get to everything. All right. So I don't think I have anything. I have the Zoom link in. And I have one daily assignment in because it's going to be for this Friday. This will be your first assignment, your very first daily assignment. Let's just look and see what it says. Chapter 1, reimbursement, HIPAA, and compliance. The Medicare program was established in blank. And I put the answer at the end on accident. I'm not going to take it off. But it was 1965. It's the first line of your chapter in your book. But that's funny. I had it in my lesson plan and I just copied it and pasted it. I crack myself up, y'all, all the time. All right, so what is our lab? Lab day 1 read chapter 1 and submit this worksheet. And the reason that I have you reading an entire chapter in one day, it's because it's the weekend and you can read over the weekend. And I just made this little worksheet for you you can't fill it in, but you can just answer it. You can type it, you can put it in a notebook, take a picture of it, upload it. However, you can put it in a Word document, just as long as I can read it, I don't mind. Most of my students, let's see. I'm going to go into student view. No, you can't do all of this, but I can. Let's see. So this is what you're going to see as the student. It's not open yet, so I can't do anything, but it's easy. It'll give you an opportunity. And if you have time, if you have an issue with that, just let me know. So that's labs. That's all that I have in there for now. I do want you to look at your course resources. Your syllabus is here. Everything that we're going to be doing. Sometimes I switch it up because I think something's better to teach it in a different way, but this is all the subjects you're going to be learning about. Certification resources. Remember, that's our 2 o'clock class, 4 o'clock class on Tuesdays. But there's practice materials, NCCT letter to employers, there's all kinds of things here for you to go in and review. There are some practice things here. You guys need to make you an account at the NCCT website so that you can, towards the end of the program, so that you can purchase your own practice materials. You may not feel like you need to. If you come to the reviews and you review with us, you may not feel like you need to, but that's just in case. All right, is there any questions about Moodle?
None about Moodle. I do have a question regarding the labs.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be a lab. I saw it's like day 1 of 20. So is that meaning like 20 days of labs for that module?
Yeah,
That's how long that module is going to be?
20 days.
So you have a lab every day, correct?
You'll have a lab every day unless you have an exam. If you have an exam that day, you're going to say, oh, Miss Marcia, there's 11 and 13, where's 12? I'm going to say, look at the exam, and it'll say it will say exam day 12.
Okay.
Because I'm not the kind of instructor, I don't want to give you an assignment and an exam in one day. I just feel like that's too much. I'm also going to warn you, I don't do humongous tests. Like, you're never going to get 50 questions from me. I can't do it. I mean, I would be going, this lady's crazy. I don't do that. I don't feel as though that's really setting up for success necessarily. I think that 10 to 20 questions, maybe 25, when we get really, really into coding, we may have more questions. But yeah, I hope I answered your question.
Yes. Yeah, you did. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? All right, well, our last stop for today is going to be your evolve.elsevier.com. You're going to be getting an email. In that email, if you read down, it gives you step-and-step instructions on how to make you an account. And then there's going to be this crazy code looking thing. It may say QVS49267Y capital Z. It's a crazy number. When you get that letter, copy and paste that code and put it right here. You're going to redeem an access code right there, and you're going to submit. I don't think it's going to let me do anything. I don't have a code. But once you do that, you may have to fill out some additional information, like your email again, or what school you're in, or where you can use Lafayette because that's where our main office is. But just fill out that information and hit redeem again, I believe, and it should pop right up for you. So once you do that, oh, I got to log in, y'all, sorry. Once you do that, mine is not going to look like yours because I'm an instructor, right? You're going to see my ebooks. It's going to be your vital source library. This little orange thing should pop up. So you're going to go to your library. Okay, so you're going to have all of your books here. I have a lot more books than you guys do because once they actually time out, or like 2020, there's old books on here because we never get rid of them. They just stay. But remember, you're going to be doing module 152. What was the name of that module? Let's go back and see. Billing and coding procedures is the module that you're going to start in. Billing and coding procedures. It's found under my courses, and it won't be open until 11:55 Thursday evening. Okay, so, but you guys are going to get to work ahead a little bit, okay? Because what I want you guys to do for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, well, Friday you have your, for Wednesday and Thursday, I just want you to begin to read and explore your book, your Moodle. So this is chapter 1, reimbursement, HIPAA, and compliance. Remember I had that question. Oh, here it is. The Medicare program was established in 1965. Remember, and I took 1965 and like a ding dong, I put it at the end of the sentence. And then your workbook was about Medicare Part A, B, C. Well, here it is right here too. So remember, it's not anything extremely hard. But this is your first chapter. I want to show you something very, very neat. The 3 dots at the top, read aloud, play.
Chapter 1, Reimbursement, HIPAA, and Compliance.
Can you hear it?
Image. It is vitally important that you, as the medical coder.
Is it the most amazing voice like mine? Absolutely not. It is not. But if you're washing dishes, or you're nursing the baby, or you're whatever it is you're doing, you can put it on. Whenever I'm having trouble understanding something I read, I'm going to tell y'all this book learning stuff is a lot more difficult than the actual job sometimes. So I have to listen to it while I read it, and sometimes it helps me. But if you want to listen to that, you absolutely can. You're going to have your topics, your learning objectives, and your introduction. All right, so what we were talking about a while ago, let me see. Quick checks are, I may not assign all of this, guys. Like I may say submit exercise 1-1, but I still want you to do the quick check. You just don't have to turn it in to me, right? You do not have to, you only have to submit what I'm asking for. It should automatically be known that these are important exercises, but I don't want to grade 15 exercises. You know, that's a lot to turn in at one time. So I will just ask for something pretty simple to turn in to make sure you're doing your work. But what I wanted you to know is you have exercises, toolboxes, quick checks. But I want to get to the end. See, there's another exercise. Here is your chapter review. So theory 1 through 8, practical 1 through 5, learning objectives. I'm not going to lie to you, 9 times out of 10, your daily assignments, you know, that quick 5-minute things are coming from right here in your chapter glossary, because it's key terms. Those are easy. They're found at the beginning of the, are they found at the beginning? Some books have them at the beginning and some don't. No. I want to point something else out to you. You see this little thing right here? Answers are located in Appendix B. If you're stuck, do not cheat, because I'm going to be able to tell when it comes to your exam. If you click on Appendix B, see what happens? Your answer key. If you're stuck, if you want to check your answers before you turn them in. Integrity, guys, is up to you. Miss Brandy just sent an email while we're on here that my graphics are done for 152, so I'll be adding those soon. All right, so any questions about your textbook?
For the textbooks, it's is there an option for purchasing a handheld book, or is it strictly just ebooks available?
No, you can go to Amazon
Okay.
and order a paper book. And I'm going to tell you, if you're going to order any book, it needs to be this one because we're in this one the longest. The
Yeah.
other ones are very simple. This book we will hit from cover to cover. By the time we're done with this book, you guys are going to be saying, if we do one more thing in this book, I'm going to throw it. So we really, really use this book. All right, so that is your textbook. Let's look at your workbook, and I'll show you why everybody gets confused. Can y'all hear my cat meowing? See this word theory right here? Everybody sees that, but it's going to be different. Textbook, workbook. And so again, if I say, a lot of times I'll copy and paste this and just put it in the assignment so you don't even have to go to your workbook. But if I say, in your workbook, complete theory number 1 through 25, you'll know where to go to find that. But usually I copy and paste it. And again, see this down here? If you want to check your work. So, any questions about your workbook? All right, let's go back to this slide. Now I'm going to test you. What day and time is your Zoom classes?
Tuesdays and Thursdays, 4 o'clock.
Is that right, Sydney?
Yes, ma'am.
Alyssa, Ariel, and my Zoom user, is that right?
Yes.
Tuesdays, Thursdays at 4 o'clock. Do you need to come to the Zoom tomorrow at 4?
No.
No, ma'am.
No. The Zoom on Thursday, do you need to be there? If you can make it, I would like for you to be there. All right. When is this assignment due?
11:55 p.m.
And it even says it right there. All right. So I'm going to stop the share. Any questions? I'm sure there are going to be questions that you may not be able to think of now. What are you going to do if you have a question?
Email or text you.
Let me know. I am more than happy to help in any way I can. So, do you guys have any questions in general right now?
No, ma'am.
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay. So, oh, there is something very, very important. Do all of you have your Unitech emails?
No.
No.
Okay. Once you get your Unitech email, obviously it's not right now. Once you get your Unitech email, I will not use your personal email anymore. I will be using your Unitech email. So as soon as you can get that up and running, and let me tell you why. Because if you just use your personal email, you're going to get every email, that I send because I'm using it. But administration, IT, the CEO of the company, they only have your Unitech email. So that's what we need to use is the Unitech email. So today, onboarding, which you're just completing, in that quick little assignment, I'm going to email it to you. When I email this link, it's going to take a little while because it takes a little while to upload. So, excuse me, that's all you have to do today. Tomorrow, orientation, and then email me completed once it's done. Wednesday, I will email your assignment for Wednesday. I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be read chapter 1. And then I'm going to tell you to do something like really, really simple, like quick check 1, or tell me 2 things you learned. That's probably what I'm going to do. So you can do that with the other class, the other stuff. But you guys are just going to be getting a little bit ahead, because why in the world would I put you in a module for 2 days? It's just no reason. So I'm so glad I got to meet you guys. I'm so excited. Y'all, it's been a long time since I got new students because we had an instructor decided to leave, and I absorbed her class and I had like 68 students. And so I was out of the rotation, but everybody's graduating. So I'm excited to have new faces. So, all right. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for your attention. Be waiting for my email and let me know if you have any questions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.